Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video here at Top 10 Evolution. Now it's been a while since the PS5 came out. Basically the console is coming to its second birthday. A month from now, in November, 2 years old. I know time flies. But I wanted to focus on the different type of genres of game to be released on this console and many other. So we'll be taking a look at 13 new and upcoming survival games for the PlayStation 5. Starting out the video with Pacific Drive. Pacific Drive is a upcoming first-person survival action vehicular horror game being developed and published by Ironwood Studios. Now this game is taking a twist on survival games because typically you need resources, food and shelter, or try to stay alive to survive. Now these things you would have to rely on, but in Pacific Drive you need to rely on your car for survival. So yeah, don't go driving like you're playing Grand Theft Auto 5, crashing into every object you see, whether it's stationary or non-stationary. I don't know, probably I'm the only one that does that, but I tend to always do that. So yeah, think of your car as a part of your health bar, but you won't be limited to just sitting in your car the whole time. There's gameplay footage that shows a player moving up and about on 2 feet and not 4 tires, so that's good. But the game definitely have a bit of horror in it, just like other games on this list. Pacific Drive will also be releasing for the PC. The game is to be released sometime in 2023. Next up is Quantum Arrow. Quantum Arrow is an upcoming FPS shooter action adventure horror survival game being developed and published by Team Kill Media. Quantum Arrow takes place in the Mohad Quantum Research Facility, some miles off the shores of California. The facility has been attacked by an unknown entity, setting the whole place in flames. Now the place is in lockdown and a distress signal has been sent to the firefighters for aid, but your team arrive and you find yourself trapped between vicious monsters ready to kill on sight. What was simply a rescue mission turns into something way more sinister and you have to fight to survive. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting Dead Space vibe from this. These monsters are like different cosmic monsters with powerful strength and has some decent design. The game itself looks like something I could get lost in whilst also being terrified. Quantum Arrow will also be releasing for the Xbox Series X, the Series S, and the PS4 sometime in 2023. Next up is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is an upcoming horror survival action fighting multiplayer PvP game being developed by Sumo Digital and is published by Gun Game Media. Now, I think we all know about the terrifying real events of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Rest in peace to the victims, and while this game doesn't mean to bring those events alive or like make a full-blown storytelling everything that happened. Nah, it's more like a game where it's going to be played like Friday the 13th the game, or like Dead by Daylight, or even Evil Dead the game for a comparison, where the games are played in PvP, where one player might be the hunter while the rest of the players have to survive until a certain time limit or wait until help arrives, or you need to escape. Well, yes, that's what you're going to need to do in this game. You have to escape the Leatherface and his family. So yeah, they could be actually up to 3 players playing as hunters and 4 survivors hoping to not be turned into a victim. But I think there would be a lot of fun to have with this game, because I sure had a lot of fun with Friday the 13th back in the day. I'm talking about the game, not the real life stuff. God knows I couldn't survive that one. Was Friday the 13th ever a real life stuff? No, it was a movie. Why I always thought that shit was real. Anyway, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre will also be releasing for the Xbox Series X, the Series S, the PlayStation 4, and the PC. They're going to be releasing sometime in 2023. Next up is A Little Devil Inside. The Little Devil Inside is a upcoming survival shooter action adventure role-playing fighting game being developed and is published by Neostream Interactive. The game is going to have both a single player and a co-op mode if you're one of those people who rather play a game with a friend. I could definitely go for that sometime. But in this game, you'll be able to travel all around the world, hunting, surviving, and cooking, and making sure you have a warm place to sleep at night. So you're gonna need to craft yourself a warm fire. Now you can travel to a lot of different biomes, whether it's the hot desert or the cold snow, the forest or the swamplands, or the mountains or the deep sea. It's all up to you, with a ton of NPC to discover and talk to. But look out, because there's also monsters lurking around. But no worries, because there are a ton of weapons to defend yourself with. And I just wanted to say, definitely in for this game. I'm really excited for this and I can't wait for it. I've been waiting for the longest time. I definitely like the graphics of this game though, and the whole mechanics. I just can't wait to give it a try. Little Devil Inside will also be releasing for Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. The game will be releasing in the 4th quarter of 2022, basically anywhere from now to the end of December 2022. I can't wait. Next up is Exoprimal. Exoprimal is an upcoming survival fighting action adventure third-person shooter game being developed and published by Capcom. Now right off the front, this game looks like an MMO title, which it kinda is. The game has an online mode as well as a single player mode, and we got dinosaurs. Well, we had, but we all know how that went. No worries, cause Exoprimal, they found the dinosaurs, and they are killing them all over again. Because the dinosaurs are killing them. They're calling it self-defense. No, actually the developers are actually calling it a fighting massive horde of dinosaur mutated prehistoric creatures with a giant exosuit with high-grade weapons and top-tier dinosaur removing technology. I guess there was never meant to be a world where dinosaur survives, and not even in the game world. I'm just kidding though, clearly. But I'm really hyped to see how Exoprimal turns out because it does capture my attention. Exoprimal will also be releasing for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series S sometime in 2023. Next up is The Day Before. The Day Before is an upcoming MMO shooter action adventure survival third-person game being developed by a fantastic industry published by Montana. Let me just say, The Day Before game has been... It's been a good while since I've been covering, since announcement, and with every new information and gameplay trailer being released for this game, has been getting hype and hyper even more. Now, this game will be a fully open world experience with zombies, driving, looting, and everything you could imagine in a real world post-apocalyptic Z-Day. Well, don't imagine that. Why would you imagine? You're weird. But I'm just saying, it's what you want. There's built-up cities, gas stations, power lines. People be able to set up ambushes and kill everyone for food. Water gadget and not water gadget, but water and gadget. Just any little thing they can get their hand on to survive the next day. This game is just like DayZ, just with a more modern type, better visual, improved graphics, and more attention to details. I found an actual apocalypse would look in reality. I don't want to ever see that day, but I'm kidding. It's a good thing. It's beautiful. All while trying to survive the undead and players. This game might just be the biggest game of 2023 if it manages to not get a delay again. I swear, if this game keeps getting delayed, it's gonna start affecting the Fortnite servers. It won't, but you get the point. Release the game already. The Day Before will be launching for the Xbox Series X, the Series S, and the PC and the PS5, releasing on March 1st, 2023. Next up is Instinction. Instinction is an upcoming action-adventure first-person shooter survival game being developed and published by Hashblade Limited. The game will have a cinematic story based around the age of the dinosaur era. In a game filled with combat, explorations, and a lot of puzzle, the game environment is going to be beautiful, with a lot of biomes from ancient ruins to forests and research facilities and constant change in weather condition. So fun. And even deep waters to explore, because why not? But there's also a lot of wild, scary beasts, so it's either kill or be killed. That's why you should not explore the waters. That is why not. Dinosaurs, scary. But there's a lot of weapons ranging from handguns to AR and rocket launchers, and tons of attachment, with every gun being able to be customized to your fitting, but not everyone's gonna be your enemy, so save up your weapon and ammo for when you actually need it, because there's almost every type of dinosaur in this game, from land to sea to air to in your body with your teeth. Fisher species. It's a scary game, is what I'm trying to say. Instinction will also be releasing for the Xbox Series X, the Series S, the Nintendo Switch, the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One. Now, this game got a massive delay. I'm talking from September 2022 to the year of 2025. Jesus, that's a whole 3 years. But nevertheless, the game deserves a spot in this video. But 3 years. Jesus, that's a long time. Next up is Above Snakes. Above Snakes is an upcoming survival action adventure simulation role-playing game being developed by Square Glade Games and published by Crytivo. Above Snakes set the players in the wilderness in the western world The game takes on a sandbox base building type of gameplay, 2D visual, which is actually beautifully done in this game. I actually personally like how the greens look greens and not oversaturated or overly done, just right. And same goes for the rest of the colors in this game. I'm really impressed and I definitely will be giving this a try. Now, Above Snakes has a ton of biomes and a lot going on in the world. You can farm materials you can get from trees to build your house, shelters, farms, whatever you please, and you can farm as well. Nothing like picking your own fresh grown fruits from the trees. While there's also zombies for some reason. I don't see how that really ties into the game, but I'm sure you'll figure that out when the game is released. Above Snakes will be releasing on the Nintendo Switch, the PC, the Xbox One, and will be releasing sometime in early 2023. Next up is Forever Skies. Forever Skies is an upcoming survival based building action adventure game being developed and is published by Far From Home. Now, Forever Skies will have you building your own personal high-tech customizable airship. Now, this will act as your in-game home, as it will be where your workshop is, the laboratory will be, and you can also get to fly around Earth, wherever location that interests you in your big spaceship. Sounds fun. Now, you can also loot and discover and do whatever you please. It's all up to you. The game is like an open world game for you to enjoy. No, an airship isn't the only thing you'll be able to build. You can build different gears and different machines, all unique in their purpose and abilities. You can also scan items and reverse engineer lost technology. Now, that sounds amazing. Now, the Earth is in a post-apocalyptic state, so you'll have to find food and fight off dangerous and strange anomalies. Find and gather raw materials to ensure your survival. Forever Sky will also be releasing for the PC, the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series S. This game should be coming later this year, so... Next up is the Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin is an upcoming open world hacking slash action adventure survival role playing game being developed by Team Ninja and is published by the Sony Interactive Entertainment. Yeah, so this game is definitely needed because it was just the other day I was playing Ghost of Tsushima and I was thinking to myself, wow, this game is mind blowing even after all these years, but can Sony pull it off again? And then I see this game being revealed, I'm like, okay, great timing. And I know the game isn't being released anytime soon, but it's good to know we have it to look forward to. And it's really right. One of the things with gaming for me is like seeing a game develop into something truly amazing. I mean, it's also good to play it, but it's like knowing the finished product before it was finished is like, you know, it's something beautiful. It's like seeing the baby steps it took to become what it is, and that's really what's really exciting to me about gaming. Rise of Ronin will be an open world RPG set in Japan in the late 19th centuries, as Japan is facing one of the darkest times with civil wars and deadly diseases on the loose. You'll be playing as a Ronin, armored katanas and also guns, and the skills of samurais, well, of a samurai. You can also ride horses, so Ghost of Tsushima little brother maybe, I hope, cause that game was amazing. Rise of the Ronin will be releasing exclusively to the PS5 sometime in 2024. Next up is Ill. Ill is a upcoming Haru first-person shooter action-adventure survival game being developed and is published by Team Cloud. It is a game being developed on the Unreal Engine 5 and it takes a bit of twist on survival Haru, well, seeming to do its own thing. I mean, this game is truly gruesome and has some gory features that I'm most definitely loving. I mean, the creatures in this game are some kind of humanoid creatures. Well, no, wait, I got a name for it. They're mutants, mutated creatures. Yeah, they're basically cannibals. I mean, in the trailer, we clearly saw a group of these monsters chewing down on what seemed to be one of their own before they were rudely interrupted and slaughtered by the player. So rude. But I'm really excited to see more from this game. I want to see what this game has to offer, you know, more than the well done enemies and the beautiful graphics and some nasty gore that I'm definitely crazy for. Maybe another trailer. Come on, Team Cloud. Let's see something new from this amazing title. Hey, but on a serious note, this game is definitely number one on my most anticipated games to be released list. It will also be releasing on the PC, the Xbox Series X, and the Series S. It'll be coming out sometime in 2023, hopefully. God, I can't, because every game be getting delayed. I just hope this is not one of those games, because I'd be mad. Next up is Aftermath. Aftermath is a upcoming open world survival, exploration, post-apocalyptic horror, sci-fi, action adventure game being developed by 101 Games and is to be published by Meta Publishing. Now, Aftermath is definitely a strange one if you ask me. I mean, you play as Charlie Gray, a very skilled engineer and also a European astronaut. Now, on one of Charlie's missions to return back to Earth, things didn't go as planned and she finds herself in a defragmented world and she makes it her objective to find Sammy. Whoever he is, he must really be important, especially when the city is being overrun by aliens. If that was me, I'd be dipping like hot wings dipping in ranch sauce, but it would never be. Now, the visual style in this game, well, it's nothing mind-blowing. It's still really good looking though, but I don't think that's what the developers are aiming for. I mean, it's a psychological horror. I think they want you to be immersed in the horror the game has to offer, so even the visuals has to be spooky looking. In Aftermath, you'll be able to craft tools and gears and even makeshift weapons to aid in battles. Seeing that you have an invincible force called the Hunter that wants you dead. Aftermath will also be releasing on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series S. Aftermath is to be releasing in 2022, but I don't know. This game has been pretty silent, so if you ask me, I'd say this game looks like a 2023 title. Now, bringing this well done video to an end is Dead Island 2. Dead Island 2 is an upcoming first-person survival horror action adventure shooter fighting game being developed by Dawnbuster Studios and is published by Deep Silver. Dead Island is definitely that game that has been long overdue. I mean, this game sure took its sweet little time. Oh my boy. I am grateful to actually see this game being released in this era because I thought I wouldn't be able to see the light of this game. I mean, if this game didn't resurface from the dead, I think this game was going to be released in the year 3036. But luckily, that wasn't the case. Hopefully, it isn't the case. Really. Now, Dead Island 2 will be coming in as a sequel to the 2011 Dead Island and is a third major installment in the series, just set a few months where the Dead Island wrapped her end off. Now, following the series, Dead Island 2 will be an open world game taking place in Los Angeles, San Francisco. The game will have a different combat system from its predecessors, but will retain features like rage and the crafting system. Dead Island 2 will also be releasing for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Xbox Series X, and the Series S, releasing on February 3rd, 2023. Well, that's it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Until next time, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.